Today, cell phones are among people's most common accessories, but have you ever asked yourself how they came to be and the impact it has had on our lives? Its invention began at around 1918. The Second World War saw major advances in radio technology, with handheld radio transmit and to help in widespread use for military purposes. It was until 1970 when Motorola produced the first cell phone and has forever changed our communication and interaction. But the mobile phones also affects us as human. Our social behaviors are changing without us noticing. The young generation today are so attached to the phone, and this is affecting how they interact with others. The mobile phone is now an integral part of our lives. The expectations placed upon us to be more productive and constantly accessible are higher, not least from employers. There is expectation that you'll always be using your phone for emails or work rather than doing other engaging things during your free time. Our free time and interaction with others has also been affected by the mobile phones. We are spending more time on the phone even with our friends rather than interacting and bonding through face-to-face real communication. Research shows that young people nowadays spend an average of 7.5 hours per day on their phone. The invention of the first camera phone in 2000 gave us new ways to express ourselves through pictures on the internet. With the introduction of different applications such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Snap, it has been a huge milestone for content creators, an expression of how one feels, or a platform for passing information.
And few days later, I was DM'd by Chiki. She's the
The powerful use of phone is how it has been adapted as a new way of covering news events and even receiving news instantly. The so-called dating app smartphone applications that match up individuals have completely transformed the way we meet partners, and for a fact, cell phones have changed dating completely. Proximity of one another is the least consideration nowadays since the introduction of FaceTiming, where one can talk with another friend or partner, however far they are from each other. Dating apps provide immediate satisfaction, which most people always want. Technology has become more integrated into our daily lives in that using a phone to find someone is not unusual, just the way banking and shopping would be done using the phone. It has been on the spot also that 93% of young people aged 23 to 29 are said to be using their phones to avoid boredom as opposed to reading a book or interacting with others. This has led to a disorder known as nomophobia, which is the fear or anxiety of being without your phone. Phone games like Candy Crush are so addictive and thus makes one spend more time on the phone than any other physical activity, e.g. taking walks, running, or even going to the gym. The world has embraced the digital space and churches are not left behind, as nowadays there's been an increase in online church attendance or live streaming of the services as they go on. This indirectly reduces the physical interaction that people always have after the services. In Kenya, about 38 million people own mobile phones, but a few admit that how they use their phones to call, text, or even browse could expose them to health risks such as diabetes, cancer, and obesity. According to health specialists, there is a new disease related to this behavior.
Text neck syndrome. You are having neck pains, upper back pains, and headaches, which are associated with frequent, prolonged use of gadgets.
Over the years, there has been a debate over the need to ban mobile phones in school. The attention has been brought to the main media.
Just about everywhere we go. As students get cell phones younger and younger, it's tough for schools to form a consistent policy.
They won't get one until they enter high school.
Ida Neary has cell phone rules in place for her own kids, but it's not as easy to form a policy for an entire school system.
But it's Instagram, it's Snapchat, it's TikTok.
That's her job as a member of the Newport School Committee. During a meeting on Monday, the current cell phone policy was sent back to a subcommittee for review. According to Neary, no students are allowed to have cell phones.
The mobile phone has altered the very core of our society, but it's still too early to predict what the long-term effects on us would